was off, brother.
What's
I
up?
had to get my podcast voice going. What's going on, bro?
Much, man. Hold on, let me hold my charger just to make sure. All right. So what's up, man? How you been, man?
I've been alright. Being a dad, you know. If
Yeah.
you if you catch my drift.
What's that like?
Man, it's fun every day. It's just you gotta tend to your kids' needs. That's what it's really about. See what they want, see what's going on. Are they doing okay? Is everything okay? What do you need? You hungry? You shit your diaper, you know? I don't know if we could swear on air, but you know. Yeah, it's cool. Every day is different, depending on what mood they wake up in.
Yeah.
They're good kids though.
Man, I'm just glad this is working. It looks pretty good, I think.
I think this is good. You want to set it off for episode 1, bro? Go ahead, set it off.
Yeah, so basically, this is episode 1. I wanted to do a podcast with my brother, just to celebrate our 10 years for the record label.
Yeah.
And I know podcasting is something that we've been very passionate about for a long time.
Congratulations.
we just had
Congratulations
to-
on the 10 years, by the way, bro.
Yeah, congratulations. I know I don't think I said it to you. But yeah, we put in a lot of hard work, and I just want to do something fun, and just have conversations about anything and everything. And, just have it be like a judge-free zone and give your opinions, your beliefs,
yeah.
your thoughts, your experiences on things, and just talk. It's the studio lounge. Like when you're in the studio lounge, what do you do there? You shoot the shit, or you play video games, or you talk about things, and it gives you a space where you can just mentally just debrief, like take everything out and
Yeah.
and talk with your friends or your bros, and just see how life's going before you get into the business of recording in the booth and stuff like that and taking things serious. It's kind of like a relaxation kind of time, Well, you know
Yeah.
how it is. Like talk about it. Like when you're in the studio lounge, like what do you do basically, right? Just
Yeah,
chill, right?
it's just
Kick
a
it,
chill
talk.
vibe. You de-stress. Play a beat. Everybody finds a beat, or depending on whatever artists are on the track, everybody finds a beat that they like, and we just chill
Right.
and bump ideas off each other and see how it goes and just try to push ourselves to write the next best lyric or make the next best song. You always try to push yourself with everything.
Yeah, I mean, and within the studio lounge, sometimes you'll have meetings too, like, and you guys, like you said, you'll feed off of each other and shoot ideas out, not necessarily about music, but about life or like, any ideas that might come to mind for other projects and things like that.
Right.
It's just a different vibe. It's a different environment than being in the studio and taking things serious and recording a song, even though sometimes that's fun. I would say it's more fun being in the studio lounge.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure,
Definitely. And I really like the name that you picked out, the Studio Lounge. I know we went back and forth about ideas and logos and all this stuff, and we were actually talking about stuff last night, which was, that
Yeah.
was definitely fun with everything we did. Like everything else is just a process. And I accidentally, just to let you know, this is besides the point, but I accidentally just hit record 30 seconds ago on my camera. So you're probably going to be seeing a lot of you for the first minute and a half with my vocals in the back. But yeah.
So that's a perfect example of my brother right there.
I hit record on everything else, and I forgot to hit record on the camera. That's why you see my face sideways like
But
this.
you're making me. Oh no, I got record. You're making me double guess myself. I'm like.
You see my face trying to find the the auto zoom like this. But yeah, that's just how it goes, man.
It's all good, bro. We're just like it's a test. We're testing things out and seeing how things are gonna go, man, and just
No.
this is our first episode. Like we don't really have to use this one, but it'd be cool if we can.
Yeah, definitely.
Or we can cut it in between. Just cut it, from there, and
Yeah.
we'll go from there. But yeah, yo, show people the logo that you did.
Oh,
It
yeah.
kind of looks like that.
It's this in the background, guys, if you guys can see it. The Studio Lounge by
It's
QMP
the
Records.
studio lounge. Yep.
And then obviously in the bottom, I put "Sit Back and Enjoy the Show," which is kind of like, the beat logo or the beat, tag
Exactly.
that we use for the beats, and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool if you guys check it
Yeah.
out. Just something I drew up. It's this is like a LED board with lights on the sides, different settings. But I like the green for QMP, and it's pretty much what it is. And you guys obviously will be seeing the logo on the, maybe the podcast intro and stuff like that. So, or you guys probably already saw it if we did it.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
It's your
I
boy.
keep doing that. I
Huh?
keep sniffling. I got, allergies, I guess. I don't know.
You got the COVID.
Had the COVID. That was crazy,
Should we have done this podcast with masks on just to
Nah.
get the point across? Like,
I'm not really a fan of masks, to be honest. Like, I only wear them because I have to.
like when I wear them to work, you find yourself like breaking out. I break out a lot.
Yeah.
like, when I wear them. Does that happen
To me,
you?
yeah. I mean, that's why sometimes I don't even wear it all the way. I'm one of those half maskers. Wears it halfways. If there's people coming, you put it back up. But
Yeah.
But for the most part,
Don't you think like talking about like the mask thing? Like when you go out in public, do
No.
you wear them? Like sometimes I find myself wanting to wear them, and I do, but then I don't, and it's kind of like funny how people, like how they
react.
like, react.
COVID.
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah.
It's like-
6 feet.
I
6
just,
feet.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of, just things about COVID and stuff like that. Like the whole 6 feet is for us to be tracked 6 feet because that's what the military does. They track people 6 feet, so that's what the radars pick up or the satellites. Could be a bunch of conspiracy BS or whatever, but. And the whole thing with the mask is like humans need oxygen to breathe, and all you're doing is depriving them of breathing by wearing a mask. You know how hard it is to breathe in a mask,
Yeah.
But I mean,
Like
what do I know, right?
I've seen a guy who, I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw it on TikTok, and you know how bullshit TikTok is. It's like it could be real, it could be fake, whatever. I believed it. I believed the hype.
We gotta see if we can find that
But
video
anyway.
too to post it up when we talk about this on the segment.
Yeah. So I could probably find a picture. So the guy supposedly took the COVID test, and he had like bubbles inside of his skin. Like it looked like it was lifting up, like it was an allergic reaction to
Yeah.
it. And I'm like, well, that could be true. I feel like people could have allergic reactions to something they don't know that they're putting into their body.
Right, and a lot of people say,
know?
I mean, I've heard things. It's like it's synthetic. It's a synthetic. What's it
Yeah.
called? I guess shot or vaccine, whatever they call it, synthetic vaccine. And yeah, I mean, it depends. Some people take it, okay. Some and others don't. So,
So talking about the vaccine, you took the vaccine, right?
Yes, I did. I took the vaccine, and just to emphasize on that.
What happened?
The only reason why I took the vaccine was because I had already got COVID. So I was like, hey, it's too late now. Can't turn back now. Might as well
Yeah,
take the
yeah.
vaccine and hope for the best. With one of these, like,
So when you took the vaccine, because I haven't took the vaccine
Yeah.
yet, and I don't know if I'm gonna, to be honest, because I feel like it's just not like I don't know what's in it yet. I don't think it's reached the 2-year period of trials and testing. I don't want to be the first of the guinea pigs.
like me.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see what happens to you first.
Yeah,
If you die, then I won't take it.
I honestly,
if you don't, then I'll think
I honestly
about it,
think it's like it's probably gonna be a long-term thing. You're probably not gonna feel the effects of it right away, but it might shorten your lifespan, you know? Maybe by 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
Later on, you'd be like, oh man, I got cancer? How? I eat healthy, I exercise, I try to watch what I eat and everything, you know? But hey, you
Yeah.
got the COVID shot.
But even with this whole COVID thing, like they're forcing people now. Like it's almost like
That's what I
mandatory in
don't
a way
like.
because they're threatening
Yeah,
your
I don't
jobs.
like that. I don't.
You
I
know,
don't appreciate that.
that's not. I don't think that's right. And a lot of people are having to do like religious exceptions
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
exemptions,
exempts, yeah.
where it's like exemptions. Yeah, I don't know how to say the word.
No, yeah. No,
Maybe I said it
you're
right,
right
but
though. I know what you mean.
exemptions. Yeah.
They were doing that at my job too, and I was not gonna take it, but I did end up getting COVID, and unfortunately, you know, I did take the shot. But I
Yeah.
mean, I still feel a little weird about it, you know, like maybe it's just me
Yeah.
mentally, but my body, I almost feel less motivated. I almost feel more slouchy, lazy. I feel like I'm in a stump sometimes, you know. It doesn't feel like
So kind of like me every day, cause I don't really work out. You know, so that's how I feel.
yeah, I mean, exercise.
I'm still jacked, baby.
Exercise is
Woo!
good for you, man. I'm always trying to get you to exercise. Like, hey, what are you doing? I'm about to eat a chicken sandwich. Like, all right, you know, that's cool. But what can you
I'm
do,
living
man?
life,
You're
baby.
living life, you know. It's hard though. It's hard. It's not
No,
easy.
I exercise. I exercise, but I find myself sometimes like I'm the type of person where I like to exercise, but I want to be motivated to do it, you know? And sometimes when you're doing it by yourself and you don't have a gym buddy or somebody to like, come on, let's go when the on the days that you don't
Yeah.
want to do it cuz you not every day you want
No,
to
no,
exercise, you
not at
know.
all. I
Right.
hate it.
It's like I don't want
I
to do
tell
it
my girl
sometimes.
that all the time. I hate to work out, but I don't want to be the type of dad that is. First of all, right? I'm bald, right? Like being bald. Let me put this into perspective for you guys. Being bald is a choice, okay? It's not. It's not something that you just are. It's a choice. You choose to let it go,
Well,
right?
let's nowadays it's a
Right.
choice cuz nowadays there's a lot of like hair growth treatments and
Right.
things like that.
Exactly. But even then, like my hair still grows. Does it grow to its fullest potential like it used to 10 years ago? No. You know? It's not. It's not going to
Yeah.
grow to its fullest potential.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
me. You see it?
But like I say, it's a choice, you know? It's a choice. You choose to cut your hair off and, you know. But anyways, that's besides the point of
Right.
what I was saying, but yeah, it's exercising. I hate it, you know? And it's not that I hate it because oh, I hate working out or whatever, but it's just, you know, like you said, it's when you do it by yourself, you lack motivation because like, well, you know, usually when you go with a gym buddy, you have that push then that pull. Like, all right, I did 10, how many can you do, you know? Oh, I topped off at 12.
Right.
Come on, push it to 13, 14. Okay. You know, and you up it every time. You get me? But when you're doing it by yourself, you're kind of just in that routine of just maintenance. You're maintaining your body to what it is, you know? And that's it.
Right. Right.
But it sucks.
And it's like sometimes I don't even feel like I'm growing. Like my body,
You're not going to see it.
I don't feel like
You're
it's
not going to
growing.
see it.
Right. Maybe over time, like I was 180, right, and I lost 10
Wow.
pounds. I'm
Congratulations.
170 now. Yeah, and I did it over a span of maybe. Thank you, man.
That's
I really
good.
feel
That's
good
good.
about it. You know.
I've been trying to get you
I
to do
felt
that
I
for a
feel
while.
healthier. I feel,
I said I've
huh?
been trying to get you to do something for a while, man.
Yeah. Well, I went running. I started running. I started eating healthy.
That's good.
But now it's like I reached this 170, right? And I'm like, I want to be at 165, like a nice, fit, thin, not the gut belly, beer belly, you know how it is. And I find myself harder to do the 5 pounds left than what it was to do the 10 pounds. You know? Do you ever find
Well,
that like
it's
harder to
probably
do?
that stubborn fat, you know? The stubborn fat, you got to work twice as hard, you know?
Yeah, I'm the stubborn fat.
So, and you know, I'm no expert, right? I'm just a guy that reads up on fitness and, reps and stuff and working out, stuff like that. I'm not an expert, but it is that stubborn fat, you know? So you got to work twice as
Yeah.
hard. So if you run a mile every
Yeah.
day, run the 2 miles. Push yourself, That's really what it's about. And you will see results. I mean, I like where I'm at right now.
Well,
I'm at 180 to 175 to 180, but I feel solid. The only thing that for me is
yeah.
probably the hardest thing would be the belly, just for normal guys. I don't do a lot of crunches. I probably do like 100 to 120 crunches a day. I should probably push myself to do more, but I
Damn,
don't.
dude. That's a lot.
I do them in sets of
The last time
25.
I did 120, my abs were hurting and they were like moving. I was like, ah,
Yeah.
I got a
I try to
cramp.
push myself, man. It's a
Yeah.
love-hate. Let's just put it that way. It's a love-hate with working out.
Yeah, man, I definitely have respect for people who do it every day, bro. Like dedicated, man. Like you
I
gotta
try to
be,
do it Monday through
you
Friday
know,
and Saturdays. I try to do
you eat
crunches
the
and I
cheesecake.
run. And Saturday is my cheat day,
Sa-
by the way. So I eat whatever the hell I want. Because Monday through Friday, I try to eat as clean as I can. So, but
yeah.
it's a choice.
But it's also hard, like during the week when you're working, right? Depending on what job you have, right? Like during the week, it's hard to motivate yourself to eat healthy, man. You
Yeah.
know. But that's why you gotta. I guess that's why you gotta meal prep. That's probably
Yeah,
kind of like even if it's meal prepping in your head or meal prepping, like
yeah. I feel like that
you know.
helps if you can't cook every day. That's something that does help because it does save
Yeah.
time. But luckily, I'm blessed that I have a wife or a girl that cooks every day. So that's something less that I have to worry about. And just try to eat healthier choices. Like instead of eating ground beef, get the turkey ground beef. The turkey beef to make the tacos. Get the wheat tortillas
You
instead
know,
of the corn
yeah, and
tortillas.
I've been doing the turkey ground beef, and it tastes the
To me,
same.
it tastes the same. Just season it the same way. You know.
Season it the same. I mean, I feel like it tastes a little
You taste the turkey,
like
yeah.
cleaner, you know?
I taste the turkey
Yeah.
sometimes, and that's okay. I prefer it now more than beef, to be honest. And I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're crazy" on the comments if they comment or whatever, but I don't really care. I eat what I like.
Yeah. Exactly. You eat what you like. Like sometimes you don't want to eat the ground turkey, so you get the ground
Right,
beef.
right,
Sometimes. Why not?
right,
You know? Because you don't want a ground beef turkey burger all the
right.
time. You want a beef
Yeah,
patty.
sometimes I do go to Five Guys, on the cheat days. If you guys know what Five Guys
I
is,
go to Five
I
Guys a
love
lot.
Five Guys. The restaurant. All right, pause. Don't get it twisted, guys. 'Cause I know
Yeah,
people
the
gonna be like,
restaurant.
"Oh,
The
he likes
restaurant.
Five Guys." Oh,
That's what he
ooh,
meant.
I knew it.
That's what he meant.
Nah, but um, yeah. I usually get the little bacon cheeseburger with the with the large Cajun fries and a vanilla Coke.
Yeah, you gotta get the big bag of fries because large is like they pack that
Yeah,
bag,
but
bro.
usually me
Like
and my
you can
girl
feed a
share it,
tribe with that.
the large.
Oh, that I don't share with my food. That's why. See, that's the difference between trying to lose those five
Yep, there you
pounds
go.
and not.
It's the large Cajuns. Yep, large Cajun fries, man.
There, it's too seasoned, bro. It's too seasoned.
No, I
So
love it
good.
though. I love it.
So
Excuse me 1 second. Hold on.
so just for everybody going back, for the 10-year anniversary thing, I just wanted to first thank God, for giving us this platform and this opportunity. And I think that's very important. Always keep God first. I know we're always talking about God, behind the scenes and things like that, but I think it's important for people to know,
For sure.
how your life is going to be guided and directed, and the director of your life is God, and depending on how that relationship was with God and when you put Him prioritized first in your
I
life,
agree.
that's how things are going to go in your
Definitely.
life.
Yep.
You know?
That's one thing is, God always first. You're going to stumble around, in your life and throughout the road. You're going to stumble. You're going to fall. You're going to commit sins and,
Yep.
say things, do things you don't mean. But as long as you keep that relationship with God and, pray for forgiveness, I mean, that's all that really matters at the end of the day because You know, as long as you put God first, that's the best thing you could do, you know. And you know, we were raised that way. We
Yeah,
were
and I think
raised
as like
in that
when you're,
path.
oh, for sure. I mean, and I think when you're younger, you don't really realize it because you're so young and like.
Yeah.
But as you get older, it's like you start seeing God in your life more, like working in your life. You know,
Yeah, it's the little things, you know,
right?
the little things that you feel like you have
But it's the
control
but it's
of.
the little things that matter,
Yeah,
though.
and you feel like you have so much control over it that sometimes you're like, why doesn't this pan out the way it's supposed to like this? Because that's not your path, you know. Yeah, you can push
Right.
as hard and as fast as you want towards that path, but if that's not your path, it won't happen. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen, you know. And I thank God every day, you know, for
Exactly.
everything. Sometimes I'm ungrateful. Let's be real. It's like, man, what's going on, you know? But it's like, look at everything around you. Look at all your blessings, you know. Everything in your life is a blessing. From your health, first of all, to another day of life, you
Yeah.
know. The people around you that you have, those people that keep you grounded, that keep you humble, that keep you sane, you know, your family. You look around and you're like, wow, I have family, you know, I have my mother, I have my dad, I have my sisters, I have my brothers. Some people can't say those things, you know, and, you know,
Yep.
just be blessed for what you have, you know, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Be appreciative.
Yeah,
I think that's the word. It's like appreciate what you have and not what you don't have.
exactly.
Because at the end of the day, people say, yeah, it's a common phrase. Life is too short, but at the end of the day, it's true. There's a lot of people that we've known that have passed
Yeah,
away.
unfortunately.
You
Yeah.
know,
Rest in peace, you know?
unfortunately,
Yeah.
yeah. Rest in peace, yeah. And it's like, it's hard just knowing like you're still living, right? But they have passed away, and you know that at one point in your life, no matter what happened, you know, you guys were cool, right? But maybe you lost touch, and then you hear about it, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, like it still hurts you as much as anything
Right.
else, you know, because you were close to them, or you knew them, or even if it's like somebody you know's family, you know, you feel their
Right.
pain. Me personally, that's just how I am,
Yeah.
you know. It's
And you have
tough,
to
you know.
take those losses and just hope that, you know, they encountered Jesus, you know, because a lot of people say God, but I believe in Jesus Christ, you know. That's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And, you know, a lot of people, you know, may agree, may disagree, but everybody has their own opinions, you know. That's what this podcast is here for, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just hope that they found a relationship with Jesus. That's the only thing, you know, because you don't want anybody
Yeah.
to be condemned and unfortunately go to hell, you know. So it's tough, you know.
Yeah.
These are things that are tough to talk about, you know. But I'm glad we do have this
Yeah, a
platform.
lot of people don't like talking about these
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Exactly. A lot of people don't like talking about these things, and it's important to talk about because it's part of life.
right,
Like, eventually, eventually it will happen, and you will come across a path where it's like left or right, you know, wrong or right, whatever you got want to
right,
call it, and you're gonna meet Jesus or you're gonna meet, you know, the devil, and that's the reality of things. And it's the same thing in life when you're living. The choices that you make, that's the route you
right.
take.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have had experiences. I know you've had experiences. Talk about that. Talk to us about that a little bit.
yeah. Kind of like the whole, you
Anything,
know,
if
the whole
you
music
know.
industry, and we've heard testimonies of people, you know, just talking about it, how, you know, when they do music, you know, a lot of the music that you do, like hip hop and rap, feels real negative, you know? And it's like, man, you know, sometimes you start becoming something that you're not in a way because it's like, you
Yeah.
know, I don't want to be this person, but you have to portray a certain image or, you know, in order for
Like you
people to
lose
respect
yourself.
you
You
and
lose your.
talk a certain way, you know, um, or have this ego about you, you know? And, you know, that's you know, sometimes I feel like that distracts you from the right path, you know, in life.
So, like, yeah, I mean, I want to talk about my experiences, you know. I mean, I don't know how my brother feels. Amber, can you still hear me? All right, cool. So you're just in the loop. So about my experiences with the music, and Amber was saying like, yeah, you lose yourself trying to be somebody you're not. And I think that a lot of our music at the beginning was more directed towards that path where it was more negative. And you know, how hip hop is, you know, like Lost, man, just Lost, bro. Let's just put it that way. Like you want to be cool, you want to be down, and there's more to it than just rap, bro. It's deeper than rap, man. Let's just put it that way. So, and I think what really hit me one time was this lady. She was a fan of ours, and she loved our music, man. And at the time, we had took out Inevitable, and that album was like we were all mad in that album. Let's just put it that way. We were all mad because of things that we were going through. I'm not putting anything out there, but I think if people know, they know. And we were just throwing out negative vibes, bro, negative vibes in every song. You know, whether it was talking about women, whatever it was just the vibe was negative. And she loved our music regardless. She supported us, right?
Yeah.
And then she passed away, bro. She passed
I
away.
did not know that.
And
Rest in peace.
when that happened, rest in peace. When that happened, I said to myself, I'm like, I was started questioning everything. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
Right.
Um,
Well,
musically negatively like this anymore.
right.
Because let's say this is my train of thought, my process. Like let's say this was the last music that she heard, and this is the vibe that she got. You think she got saved, bro?
Right.
Nah, bro. And that her soul, her life is in our hands too. Because whatever people listen to, right?
Right.
They feed off that energy, and we're doing that. And I don't think, and that's what makes it, such a decision. It's like heaven or hell,
Right. Yeah.
Which one do you choose? Which one are you sending people to? Which one are you sending the energy to, the vibes? Are you doing the right thing?
Right.
And as you get older, you start realizing that when you're younger, you don't think about it. You're just like,
You're
oh, whatever.
ignorant,
I rap
yeah.
about girls, money, bitches, whatever it is, that you want to talk about. I flaunt this, I flaunt that. But at the end of the day, there's a deeper meaning within the music, bro.
Right.
And I think that's what we're trying to do now is like with our newest album that we did for our 10-year anniversary. We decided to have it be more positive vibes and more like,
Yeah.
positive music, man. Even if it's, slowly dipping our feet, because we used to go to church when we were little and we had an album and everything.
Yeah. Church album for kids. Yep.
Right, and so now we're slowly coming back to it, and I think that's just the path in our life that it took. It took us that to realize, like, we got to dip our toes in, into the music of God more and be more positive, man, because, you don't want to lose yourself and you don't want to lose other people through your music. I mean, that's just my experience,
No, that's true.
My thought process.
And I feel like you have to be in tune with God, You have to be in tune with God because, as you're a kid, we were raised in church, and we strayed away from that path, to try to find our own lane or to try to find our own selves, I guess, and
Yeah.
slowly but surely you get into this negative vibe and, people start changing around you and you start seeing not literal demons, right? But, you start seeing little negative things like, oh man, that seems demonic, or like now you're talking about other things. And then your music turns into something that you're trying to open up people's eyes, and then the devil messes with you, right? You get into car accidents, or something happens with this, or something bad in your life, or people die around you, and it's like, man, you start sensing that vibe, that spiritual vibe. Is like, man, God, you're protecting us, and it's like he's just trying to show you, come back, slowly, maybe not in his time like he would want you to, but come back, so that way you can do what you were meant to do. And sometimes people are like, oh, what's my purpose in life? Well, your purpose in life is to save as many people as you can, and you don't really understand that until you get older. But how are you influencing people, around you in your life, negatively or positively? You see a lot.
Exactly.
You see a lot of these young kids, young rappers, like, yeah, gangsta, this and that. It's like, yeah, that's a mentality that you have because you grow up in that, I guess.
And we were like that too.
Right, you grow up around that environment, that society, makes you become. in other ways, right? The people around you or the neighborhood around you, you know, saying stuff like that. But it's like you gotta try to be better than that, man. You know, and I guess
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to once you get older. And I guess from my perspective, when you have your kids, you don't want your kids to be like that. You know, you want them to be better than what you are. You know, so
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. It also depends on how you grow up. You know, if depending on your household. And I know us growing up, it wasn't always easy. But God was always there. God was always present,
yeah,
regardless. Because our mom's a pastor.
yeah,
Some of you guys might know, but yeah, our mom's a pastor, and she's always been into church. And before she was a pastor and things like that, like working with kids and things in the church. And we've always had that calling, but we never wanted to listen.
yeah,
And it took a lot of bumps in the road. But at the end of the day, you have to experience life and you have to live it. And that's the only way you're going to know what your true calling is by living life,
right,
failing. Because there'll be failures, there'll be successes. But at the end of the day, you have to think and say, am I getting more success? And not necessarily success in the way of like, man, money and this and that. I got views on YouTube and subscribers. All that's cool. But I'm talking about spiritual success, where it's like when you're
right,
making a song, right? How do you feel about it, making it?
right,
How do you feel when you rap on that song? Sometimes you're angry. I'm not going to lie. The other day, I was in the studio with Tom, and, I'm trying to be more positive, right? But
right.
the song that came out wasn't. It was a bad vibe. It was negative and things like that. And I felt like a hypocrite. I'm like, man, like I'm talking about this, and I want to feel more positive. But I felt like I redeemed myself when the Celestial Spaces album came out, and we started working on that together. Because at the time we were going through a lot of things, studio wise and record label wise, and just like a lot of technical difficulties. You know how
Yeah,
it goes, man.
the
With, like
the
computers and things like
the
that.
bumps in the roads, and not to cut you off at what you were saying or interrupt, but what a great name for an album, Celestial Spaces,
Yeah,
and if you say it in Spanish, a lot of it's like basically heaven, the heavens, in other words, but
yeah.
such a such a great name for an album.
If you listen to the album, it's almost like we're coming back to the righteous path, right? With this album.
Hmm.
Not all the songs, like there's a song I think called Magic,
Right,
and I just like the vibe about it. I like the vibe. At the time when we were making it, you're not the same person that you are now,
right,
you know? Like so let's say you made it like 6 months before you are the person you are now. The vibes are going to be different how you feel, but you still want to take the music out, right?
right.
So the song's called Magic. It's like she wants to show me the magic. She want to show me the magic. And it's like, okay, maybe that wasn't the best vibe for the album,
Right.
But I felt like it's music that needs to be taken out regardless, because that's how we felt in the past. And as artists, you have to create, you have to express yourself.
Right. Yeah, I
So,
agree.
and that's just how it is. Sometimes the vibe that you're feeling now isn't the vibe you were feeling before, but you can't just disregard that piece of artwork that you did because as a creative, you love your babies, like you care about them so
Yeah.
much. And you know how it is, like when you make a beat, you're like, man, I want to vault this, or I
Right.
don't want to sell this
And
one,
I feel
whatever.
like for so long that was us. Like, man, we wanted to
Yeah,
hold on to everything, but it's like we can't because when you're making so much of it, if God gives you in abundance, give back. Like just
amen.
give
Yeah,
back. The beats are out there for you guys. If you guys want to check them out or whatever, listen to them, bump and vibe with them. This new Celestial Spaces album on Spotify, which is a free platform. You guys can check it out.
hmm
Um, and stuff like that. But you know, it's definitely been a journey, man. Definitely been a change of almost a complete circle coming back around. So
yeah. So, like talking about like these 10 years that we've been in the record label since we were what 20, 21,
yeah, Pyro
right?
Pyro
Like
was
legit,
released
legit wise.
23 when we were
Yeah.
23.
So Because I know that we were doing it for a while before we even started the label, but
Oh yeah.
once we started the label, we started taking things more serious and things like that.
Remember
So
what was it? Lulu rapping in Augustine's house. Augie's house. We did some songs there. We did some stuff
yeah.
in Lulu's basement studio. I think at one point we even went to Frankie's house to do something in his little studio setup we had too, that he had. So shout out to all the Waltham people. Shout out to Waltham people. And I just want to take this moment out. Um, I know it's probably something that I don't have to do, but I just feel it in my heart. Like if there's anybody that I ever offended or anybody that I ever hurt, just wanted to say, I apologize for all that stuff. I just want to get that out my chest, just because I don't want to hold all that resentment in. If anybody feels some type of way, just want to say I apologize for that from the bottom of my heart. So, I love everybody. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Keep grinding. Stay positive. Keep it moving, man.
I just want to say thank you. I've been waiting for that apology for about 10 years now.
You're right. I never apologized to you. I feel like you just roll with the punches sometimes. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this. I don't apologize for anything. So I apologize to you too, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And I like to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody.
The double champ does what the hell he wants.
No, but that was good, man. That's heartfelt. Like,
Yeah.
and at the same time, I would like to say sorry if I ever offended anybody or did anything wrong to anybody.
Right.
And I think in life everybody does things wrong,
Yeah.
But you live and you learn from it, and hopefully people can forgive and forget. A lot of times, sometimes things, they're deeper than forgiveness and forgetfulness, and it takes longer for a person to go through that journey depending on what they've gone through. But that's how you learn and you live, man. That's life. And as long as you take it the time and, and say, hey, listen, I'm sorry for my wrongs.
Right.
I really mean it.
Right.
And repent, for what you did to people or your sins. And that's all, honestly, that's all that matters, what's in your heart.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's deeper than that, because there's people who rape people and people who kill people.
Right.
And
Sad.
And it's just, it's a sad, it's an unfortunate thing, but, that's just how life is, and it's sad. That's the sad reality, bro.
Yeah.
But that's nice. That's nice of you to say sorry for the things that you've done.
Oh yeah,
to people.
sometimes you just have to,
Yeah.
not that I ever feel like maybe I did or maybe I didn't, but just in case, just to get that off my chest in case anybody feels some type of way. Like you said, when you're young, you make mistakes. Sometimes you don't even think about the things you do. You just do them because you're ignorant, You're ignorant to, whatever. I'm going to live forever, right? But it's like when you get older, it's like, well, you kind of want to make peace with those things, You want to live life peaceful. So, I feel like that was something that I had to do, as a person, as a man, and just get that off my chest. And it feels good, just to put it out there, on the broadcast, on the podcast and everything. So, yeah, if anybody wants to be a guest, on the podcast, I know we still have a few podcasts that we have to be guests on as well. We've just been so jammed up with everything and trying to get everything rolling that it's just been hard for us to get out there, and we're so, far spread apart that sometimes it does take a while, but eventually we will get there, guys. We will get there. So just bear with us.
It takes a real man to apologize and admit his wrong. So we appreciate that.
Thanks, man. Heartfelt. This message brought to you by Colgate.
Colgate, that's our sponsor.
Colgate, keep the dragon in the gate, baby.
Colgate, the first one, bro. Brush your teeth, dude. I thought it would have been like Sprite easing into the cavities, but nah, nigga, you got cavities out the gate.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
But, yeah.
So, who you got? Like, you know that Jake Paul and Woodley are fighting, right?
Is it Jake Paul? Yeah, the Paul brothers. Jake Paul. Is it Jake Paul?
Jake Paul, the younger brother.
Who's the other? Who's the other one?
Logan.
Oh, Logan. Okay, Logan's the older one, and Jake. Yeah,
So
Jake.
you got Jake Paul, the problem child,
Wow.
and Logan Paul, the Maverick.
Um,
Those are pretty dope names, bro.
but I like Woodley, the chosen one. You know. And it was funny the press conference.
Did you see it? He's the chosen one to get his ass whooped.
Yeah. Because we chose you to get your ass beat, but it's like, damn. I mean, I love everything that has to do with like, I guess MMA and boxing is what I love. It's one of my things, one of my passions. Ideally, I did wanna fight, but I feel like you have to put a
You
lot.
got your ass whooped.
I mean, yeah, you do get hit hard in sparring. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you come home and you're beat up, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh man, what am I doing?" But it's like, I love it, because then when you feel better, you go in there and do your thing. But you just gotta think about the long term. I see a lot of fighters and boxers and stuff like that. They're just punch drunk, and I don't want to be like that. I'm still young, so I just do it. Just do it for the cardio, the exercise, the technical aspect of it, learning I guess new moves and stuff like that. But yeah, it's something that I don't want to put myself through, or like a really bad injury that kind of just disables you for life.
Yeah.
You think different when you have
Like
kids.
that boxer. There was a boxer that got hit and he went brain dead.
In the back of the head, yeah, the back of the head. I don't really know his name off the top of.
He's from PR. He's Puerto Rican.
He's a Puerto Rican
right?
boxer, yeah. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but
that's a sad story.
make sure we put that on the podcast as well.
Don't quote me, but maybe his name starts like with an M, like Miguel or something like that. Maybe.
Something like that. But
If I'm wrong, put it on the thing like
this is good because these are things that we can improve in the podcast. Like actually have a laptop ready to go to search things, and just boop boop boop, So that's something that probably for the
like pressing record when you start. That's another
yeah.
tip for you.
So because I could have looked it up if I had the laptop right here, like But just things to improve for the next
cool.
episode.
Yeah, I mean, so for the fight, I think I got Jake Paul for this one.
Jake Paul. I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Woodley.
He knows how to box, bro. He knows how to box.
I'm gonna go with Woodley.
Still there?
Yeah, my phone's dying though. It's on 20%.
Oh, we only got like 15 more minutes. You think it'll last? If not, then
Put it on battery saver
Whenever.
mode, real quick.
whenever it cuts, it cuts.
Battery saver mode. Can you still see me? All right. And I'll dim the lights a
Yeah.
little bit to save a little power.
And the reason why I have Jake Paul is because he's a better boxer. And boxing's a different sport than MMA. you know.
Definitely, yes.
The techniques, strategies, the way you stance, whatever.
I feel
And
like
I feel like
yeah.
Jake Paul does have more experience in that.
Yeah, I believe so, but I'm still gonna go with Woodley, because
This guy's a beast.
he's a professional.
Beast.
He's a professional athlete. He's been in championship fights, former champion. So we gotta go with that, knows what it is to be in there with the pressure, with the heat of the lights and the cameras being
It's
on.
because you're an MMA guy, bro. Let's be real. That's
Yeah.
why.
But I'm gonna have to go with the chosen one, Woodley, on that one.
Chosen one.
And that's actually what, this Sunday coming up, or if we didn't post the podcast by then, but Sunday the 30, is it the 31st? What's today?
29th.
Sunday the 29th. What's today? 28th.
Sunday the 29th.
29th.
Showtime,
August.
pay-per-view.
August 29th, Sunday, on pay-per-view. This is not sponsored, by the way. It's just something that we're talking about. Remember, this is sponsored by Colgate.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I'm just playing.
I'm definitely gonna watch it though. I'm definitely gonna watch it. It's gonna be entertaining. There's a couple other boxers that are actually really, really good that are gonna fight. There's this lady boxer. I forget her name, but yeah, she's really good. She's been doing it for a long time. Has a lot of knockouts. So I kind of want to see her fight too. I'm really interested in the in women when they fight. if they're really talented, right? If they put on a show, I think they're entertaining as much as the guys, man, as well. I feel like.
I mean, sport wise, maybe for some people, but I just don't like seeing women getting punched in the face, bro. You know, that for me is kind of like, damn. You know, but
Well, they're getting punched in the face by other women, so it's not like a guy punching them.
that's true.
There's a difference.
That's why
you
some
know?
people don't mind it, but just me, you know.
If you sign the waiver, you're getting punched in the face. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Don't matter. You sign that waiver, like, what do you think? It's a fight, bro.
Yeah.
Like, win or go home, man.
Mhm.
Win or go home, man. But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good pay-per-view. I'd definitely check it out if I was you, watching, listening.
There's gonna be fights today, Saturday, August 28th, on ESPN Plus. Also, I think Barboza is fighting. He's pretty good. And I think there's
Yeah, I know Barboza.
another couple people fighting on that card that are pretty good as well. So check it out, guys. Or if you already checked
So
it out,
talking
that's cool.
talking about fighting. Oh yeah, because it'll probably be out before then. Talking about fighting. Talk about like the first fight you ever had. Was it with me or was it with like somebody else?
Yeah,
'Cause I know we fought a lot.
it's
when we
probably
were
gonna have
little.
to be with you, man. We used to fight almost every day, you know.
We
Literally,
used to do the heel kicks
the heel kick right to the back of the,
right in the back.
right in the spine. Yeah, man. We started fighting when we were young, bro. Just fighting, you know. You lose some, you win
Yeah,
some,
man.
and that's just how it goes, man. You know.
I don't lose, bro.
You don't
Yeah,
lose, you
right.
get even. Hey, man, I've won some, I've lost some, you know. So that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's your day, you know. You have a bad day, or you go into a fight, you know, shit faced, or you know, drunk or whatever, and you lose. So it's all right. It happens.
The street always wins, like Vin Diesel. Yo, talking about Vin Diesel, did you see the new one? F9?
Yeah. I thought it was okay. I just
What'd you
watched
think?
it. I watched it just to watch it because I've started watching it since Fast and Furious, the first one. So
So you're dedicated. That's why you're a dedicated
yeah, I'm a
fan.
dedicated
Like,
fan just to see it through to the end, right? But I did not like.
giving them the benefit of the doubt.
I didn't like. I did not like the fact that John Cena was in the movie. I. I don't think. I don't think I'm a fan
Ooh.
of John Cena. I gotta put that out there.
Ooh.
Um,
Get him.
I
Nah, I'm just
prefer.
joking.
I
Instigator.
preferred The Rock, you know, but I guess they had to make the story for what it was, so they put John Cena in there.
Well,
But I do have I
I
have
think the
respect for
reason
John
why.
Cena because he is from Boston, right?
Yeah.
And from Massachusetts, so
Yeah.
you gotta respect that, you know. Props
He's not that good of an actor, though. Not
to
as
John
good as The
Cena.
Rock, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's why. That's probably why, because his roles aren't that believable. Like when you watch the movie, it's almost like robotic kind of, you know.
Yeah, but that
It's
comes
like
down to dedicating yourself to the craft, right? Are you dedicated enough
right.
to take it to the next level? You know, I feel like The Rock is. The Rock's been acting longer than John Cena too. Think about it. You know,
Yeah, the whole WWE thing is all acting,
right?
so it's
Uh,
all scripted.
I did like Batista in the Army. Was it? It was a Netflix
Army
movie.
of the Dead,
Was it the Army of the Dead? Yeah, the Army of the Dead.
something
He
like
he
that.
was good in that movie. I liked him in that movie.
I like Batista. I think he does really good movies. I just feel like sometimes the production's not all there, and the screenwriting isn't all there,
Yeah,
and that's what kills or makes a movie, man. Honestly,
he killed it in.
the writing's like,
Yeah, I agree, but he did kill it in the Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a good movie.
yeah, man. That's
There were.
great
Yeah.
writers, everything, production.
Hmm.
That goes to show you the levels of production there are. You go from $1 to billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars.
And we're trying
You
to
know,
do it.
that's just how it
We're
goes.
trying to do it on a budget, which is something that is gonna be awesome
Right.
once we decide to take that route. But can't wait for that, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of things coming for QMP Records and the label and the whole entertainment, you know, thing we got going on here with podcasting,
Definitely.
shows because your vlog series that's actually really good. I wish people would watch it more because it kind of
Yeah.
like you kind of get a day
I mean, what do we
of a
get?
life. Like, yo, this is what it is. This is the reality, bro. You're not always making crazy amounts of money, but you're loving what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And you keep doing it.
Honestly, yeah.
You
And
know?
if I could make an income, a consistent income, I should say, just doing that, I would do it full time. I love to shoot videos. I love
Yeah.
to edit. I love to make beats. Those are things I love to do, or make music, in general, or just be in the studio. Like we have a
Yeah.
few episodes that we've met up and we've done episodes like that. It just the spontaneity of it being spontaneous. Like, yo, let's make a track. Let's record it. All right, cool. And that's something that we should have done years ago, but I don't think we were well equipped, I should say,
Yeah, and
like
we
we are
weren't
now.
as educated and we weren't in our prime either, bro. We were young. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
we're still young, but we're wiser. We're a little older.
Right.
So
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's definitely fun, something that I love to do, man. Probably gonna shoot
yeah,
an episode today or tomorrow to get it ready for Thursday. I love the whole process of it too. Just filming it. What am I gonna do today? Or what I can, put out there that's gonna help people be better music producers or better, artists or whatever. You know. There's a lot of tips and tricks there, things that I've learned over the years that just makes it easier for people. At the end of the day, because nobody really taught us. We
yeah,
kind of just learned as we went or went to school for it and just kind of just kept doing it. We wanted to learn. We were eager to learn, and that's something that we did. So um, it's been great, man.
but I think there's a point there, and it's true what you're saying. You learn it because you can get taught all you want, and someone can be feeding it down your throat.
Right.
But the important thing is like, do you want to learn? That's the question. Are you interested in learning this?
Right.
And I feel like that's the difference between somebody who is taught something and obtains the information and learns it, and somebody who is taught something and doesn't follow, what they're taught
Right.
and the methods and practices it, because that's what we've been doing. You just practice makes perfection, or.
I agree.
And that's the saying. What is it? Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
That's the saying, right?
Yeah. Practice makes perfect, and I agree with that. I also agree that it comes down to a talent, right? You have to have the talent and the creativity to do those things, because you can know how to make beats all you want, but is it gonna feel, is it gonna sound like passion, like you're creating something? You get me? Are you creative enough to do different types of things every time you do it? Kind of like an artist paints,
Yeah.
but he doesn't paint the same picture. He paints different masterpieces or different paintings. And that's something that you gotta also keep in mind. What is your passion? What can you create over and over and over? Something different that's gonna make you feel satisfied at the end of it. So,
Yeah. And that brings up another good point. I heard somebody say a quote that was like, in order to become great, you have to be good consistently, and I think that's key. You know, I think that's key, man. Well, I think that's it, guys. It's been about an hour. Yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. We're gonna try and be consistent and keep this going every week. Yeah, it's just something that we're really passionate about, and we hope you all enjoy it. And blessings, stay safe, and yeah, man, God bless.
so I just wanted to get on camera and say thanks for watching, guys. We were just having a couple technical difficulties, like my brother had mentioned. This is one of many that we're gonna be doing, so stay tuned for that. Something that we want to incorporate into the QMP, ENT or QMP Records. I guess you could say media of things that we do. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.